This mobile vet center, one of many, is doing whatever it can to help families 1 mile at a time. One of the biggest changes about the Indiana Black Expo this year is that you won't need one of these to get in because it's completely free. Move Over Burger Week today kicks off Indie Taco Week. I'm here with Mike at the Stacked Pickle. Mike, what'd you make for us?
So today we got our spicy chicken tacos and our seasoned beef tacos.
A man here at Eskenazi Hospital is struggling for his life after being shot multiple times all over his body. Runners are going to be coming from the center of Indianapolis to see if they got what it takes to participate in the Indy Ultimate. Just behind these walls, Governor Holcomb signed a bill that could guarantee a bright future for the youth of Indiana. 2 people are dead and several others in the hospital after a car crashed into the living room of a Clinton County home.
Good evening, I'm Amanda Starantino. Over 8 million households in the U.S. have backyard pools. And with these hot summer days, you and your family might just be enjoying them. But what happens when a young child finds himself drowning in his own backyard pool? RTV6's Kandis brings us this story. Kandis.
You're looking at a miracle baby. Parents say this young boy was underwater for nearly 4 minutes after falling into their pool. His mother fearing the worst, but getting a totally different outcome.
Things just happen so fast. I mean, here 1 minute, gone the next.
Brittany Moriano tells the story of what almost was a tragic accident for her 1-year-old son, Zachariah. It started out as a regular Monday. The kids playing in the yard, their grandmother present. Brittany had stepped out to grab some snacks for the kids, but when she came back, her stepmother was panicking, yelling, "Call 911."
By the time I got in the front door, she was already in the dining room area, and I saw my son Zach in her arms, and he had no color to him, absolutely nothing, and my whole world just froze. I dropped everything that I had in my hand.
The ambulance took Zach to St. Vincent Kokomo, where he was then airlifted to Peyton Manning Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. His family worried that he wasn't going to make it, but you can tell he made a full recovery. The family says all his tests came back fine, and Zach is back home tonight, surrounded by his loved ones.
He is the spunkiest, happiest, goofiest baby.
And Brittany has some summertime advice for every family.
Honestly, with the pool situations, it's most of the time we have it locked up if the kids aren't swimming in it, but just anyone else, you know, with little kids around, any kids really, just to make sure that the pools are gated, the doors are closed, or make sure the pool's covered up. It's such an important thing, and it's such a scary thing. I never thought that it could be my child.
So here are some extra tips that can make house pools more safe for your kids. One of the more obvious ones is to always have adults present to keep an eye on your young swimmers. Another thing you can do is install 4-sided fencing around your pool and keep those gate latches out of children's reach. And finally, make sure the pool deck is clear of beach balls or other toys that could attract little ones to the pool area. According to the Center for Disease Control, children between ages 1 and 4 have the highest drowning rates, and most of those drownings happen in home swimming pools. Sometimes there's very little screaming or splashing, as drownings can happen silently. So above all, just keep an eye on the kids while you're enjoying your day at the pool. The Eastern Hancock High School community is mourning tonight after a car accident claimed the life of one of their student athletes.
I just thought it was unreal. My heart sank and didn't know if it was real.
On this rural Hancock County road, a crash involving this farm equipment and a pickup truck cost a young student his life.
Riley was extremely well-liked.
Riley Settergren was preparing for his senior year at Eastern Hancock High School. He played football, track, and wrestling and had many friends.
You couldn't classify him as this group or that group. He was just really popular throughout. A lot of different kids.
This afternoon, Riley was in a pickup truck on County Road 900 North. The Hancock County Sheriff says a farmer driving this crop sprayer peeked out past the stop sign looking for traffic.
Vision was blocked by the cornfield.
The truck crashed into the sprayer. Riley was killed. 2 others in the truck were injured.
It took me about 10 minutes to actually process it.
Eastern Hancock High School opened their doors today and brought in grief counselors. Teachers and students also leaned on each other for comfort.
Teachers have come out of the woodwork like crazy to be here and just be supportive. Young people are very resilient. He will not be forgotten at all, but we're going to grieve and we're going to hurt and we're going to miss him. And then we're going to pick up the pieces and try and move forward.
Thousands, including families, photographers, and historic enthusiasts, came out to see a copy of 16th century history.
Well, so the ship was built in Spain in 2009, and it's a replica of a 16th century Spanish galleon. So it's a cargo vessel that was used to go back and forth from the West Indies to Spain and to the Americas.
El Galeon came to Yorktown. Spain called us, and they were traveling down the East Coast before they ported in Puerto Rico for the winter, and asked if they could bring their lovely ship to Yorktown.
So far, El Galeon has plans to see much of the world.
We was touring around the Great Lakes, so now we are heading south to the Caribbean to spend the winter time there, and probably next year we will go to the East Coast again to go to Canada.
As for the city of York County, they plan to have a lot more visits like this in the future.
Always in talk with different countries and different areas, trying to bring more tall ships to the area.